I would definitely recommend it. I actually have already recommended it to a couple of friends because it's been a great experience. I really like that the entire program from beginning to end is flawless of like, we're going to teach you a little bit of history, it's developmentally appropriate, but then the challenge aspect is movement based, which, you know, is part of the name. I should have anticipated that, but it really is like they're immediately learning the skill and practicing it. And the instructors I've been very impressed with are equal parts encouraging, but also a little demanding in a good way of like, you can do this, I know you can. And that's something that I think a lot of times in schools there's just not enough time for, but in a smaller group and in a more informal setting there is. And my name is Julia DeMaio. I'm the site director for Bridges at Bryn Mawr. We participated in the African Drumming and Dance program. I always like that students are excited about the new skills that they learn when guests come in. But I think particularly this time with Moving History, they were really impressed with themselves at how fast they got to those skills, right? That there's an entire dance and an entire, drum set that they could combine and immediately within, 45 minutes make an entire performance that felt authentic. I think they also really liked seeing that they had older mentors who were working with them, that their mentors also took it very seriously and got involved. And so I think that sort of mutual respect of like, you're working hard on a new skill, we don't know the skill either, is great for both the mentors and the mentees.
Great Mali Empire. Yes, tell me why he was so famous. Everybody say it. Because he had a lot of gold. Tell me, what does Funga mean? Welcome. What does Alafia mean? And what does Ashe mean? Yeah, awesome.
The program was meant for our younger students, but our older students who are the mentors learned a lot, and there's a lot of whispering of like, I didn't know that, right? And I think those facts are really helpful when you are doing a program after school and it's supposed to be fun, and then you sprinkle in these facts that then the kids go home and talk about.
We are going to, before we go to our dance and drum classes, learn some history and culture about the work that we're going to be doing. We're going to talk about a place called the Great Mali Empire, and we're going to talk about a really, really rich guy, the richest guy who ever lived on the planet ever. His name is Mansa Musa, and then we're going to go over the dance.
Another moment that I'm thinking of is that one of our younger students, her parents reached out to us and asked if she could have the video of the dance that day. So she was clearly very proud of it, hours later, which is awesome.
My name is Joshua Moore. I'm the Public Service Fellow for Bridges at Bryn Mawr. Our students participated in the West African Drum and Dance classes, and I think the thing that made us decide to want to go forward with this was the students don't have a lot of experience with knowing African culture, especially being students of color. I think it's important for them to know the history of West Africa and just Africa in general. From what I've noticed so far is like they've become more open to like knowing more about Africa and wanting to be more involved in like music classes, or like even if there are other parts of West African culture or African culture that they haven't heard of or anything like that, they're more open to knowing more about it. There was a specific moment where seeing like our students get split up into two groups, and like one group did West African dance, one group learned the drums, and seeing how like apart, like they learn two different things and then bring it all together to see like one huge collaborative piece, and it was a really great to see.
Would you recommend Moving History to other schools and programs?
Absolutely, yes, I would.
Why would you recommend it?
I would say it's important for all students, despite what race, ethnicity they are, for them to know African culture, especially being that Africa is the birthplace of humanity.
Yay! You did it!